Hi, my name is Sophia, and I will be talking about my four paints. Let's begin. To start off, in high school, I was always very, what I would like to call passionate. I try to be as involved as I could in almost about everything. Sports, activities, you mentioned it, I was there. Again, I called it being passionate until my best friend pointed out how competitive I was. And that's when I realized that everybody's perception of what we have of ourselves is very different. So I will be talking about four paints, and we can start with open. Um, Open is pretty much traveling. Everyone knows I love traveling. I travel to at least 3 to 4 countries each year. I love learning about new cultures and meeting new people, and it's just something very satisfying to me, and I'm very open about it, and everyone knows that about me. I have my dogs. My dogs are my emotional support system. They've been with me through a lot of different life events, good and bad, and they've been with me through it all. And then my family, my biggest support system. My family and I are very close. We have a very strong bond, and we don't know how to function without each other. Um, so everybody that knows me knows how important my family is. And then moving on to the next one, blind pain. Pretty much traits that we may not know of ourselves, but that others notice. I chose to begin with the remote. I chose a remote because what I saw as having control of my having control of my own life, others saw it as me just being controlling overall. Um, it's something that I really never noticed about myself. I just saw it as organized and whatnot, but others saw it as controlling, or others see it as controlling. The next one I have is clueless. I always thought myself as minding my own business. However, to others, it was just pretty much not being aware of my surroundings, which I guess in a sense I'm not, because I'm always in my own little world. And then lastly, shrugging. I tend to be very nonchalant. And to others, it comes off as careless. And that's something that I really wasn't aware of until other people pointed it out to me. And then the hidden pain, things that we know about ourselves that we choose not to reveal to others. To begin with, my lovely soon-to-be ex-wife. Unfortunately, not a lot of people know about this. Well, actually, fortunately, not a lot of people know about this. But my wife and I, we've been together for almost 7 years, and unfortunately, some of us don't have very much self-discipline. So due to her mistakes, we are moving forward with divorcing. And I do not choose to share that a lot. I feel like it's a little bit embarrassing, but through time, I'm getting better. And then next, as I mentioned to begin with, I love to travel. I love traveling. I enjoy everything of it except certain parts. When I get to a new city or a new country, I get very sick. I get very anxious. I get very nervous, and I start to cry and I have panic attacks. And it's for the first 2 days, and nobody really knows about that. I don't share it. It's a little embarrassing. Everybody only sees the good part of it. And then lastly, my dog Jay. My dog Jay passed away about 2 months ago, and it's been one of the hardest things that I've gone through. He was with us for almost 18 years, and yeah, he is now gone. I had to be strong for my family as they were grieving very, very bad, especially my sister. But yeah, it did hit me pretty hard. And lastly, the unknown. The unknown represents things that we're still undiscovered. We're still trying to discover. One of them I chose is representation of grief. I've lost so many people in my life, and it's so scary to not know who will be the next one or when will it be. Also, I put a picture of my family, as I mentioned. My family and I were very, very close, and it's scary to want to venture out to other places because there's so much more to see. But not having them next to me, I do not know how I would cope. And then lastly, I have a road. pretty much dissolving. It represents my education. I fear to not be able to finish college and ultimately get my degree. Um, of course, I'm trying the best that I can, but you just don't know what the future may bring. So those are my four window paints. I believe that this was a very meaningful experience. It was absolutely helpful. It helped me see and understand things of myself that I did not have awareness of. So, thank you. And that is all.